Hello guys, welcome back to AppDev channel. In the last video, we talked about connecting to the Firebase database and inserting records into that collection, inserting documents into the Firebase collection. In today's video, we will see how to fetch the records from the collection. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, so whatever operations we are dealing against the Firebase database, we are doing all those operations in the our service class, right? So let me create a method here, public void get customer list. Okay, this is the method that has to get all the customers from the collection and return it to the client. Okay, for that first we have to connect to the firestore, right? We have to get the firestore object from the firestore client, get firestore. So the moment we got the firestore reference, we know how to get the access to the collection, right? By this name, this is the customer collection I want. So from here there is a method get. Okay, it will execute the query and gives us the future object, right? So so here is the future object. And if you look at that future object, get method, right? This is actually, okay, let me close this. If you look at this, API future of query snapshot type. Okay, now I have to accept that as the query snapshot. Okay, API future. Okay, now this is the query that we have executed. Okay, API future dot get. So it will wait for it, right? The moment we call the get, all the document, it will wait for the query to be completed that we have given on this collection. So there is a method available, get documents. Okay, if you see, this returns the documents in this query snapshot as a list in the order of the query, in order of the query. Okay, the list of documents, basically whatever the customers that are there in the customer collection, they will be returned from this get documents method. Okay, get documents is actually having returning list of query document snapshot. Okay, get documents is actually returning list of query document snapshots. Okay, this is the list, query document snapshot. Okay, I want to import the java.util.list. Okay, query document snapshots. Why it is showing error? Okay, query document snapshot. Okay, API future dot get. Okay, the moment we call get, we have to handle or throw the exception, right? On the API future we are throwing it. Okay, now it is giving me the list of query document snapshot. Okay, but I want to return the list of customer objects. So I have to convert this list into list of query document snapshot into list of customers. Okay, how can I convert that one list into another list? Either we can loop through this list and convert each and every element in that list of query document snapshot into list customer object, and add that customer object to the list of customers and return it. Okay, that is one traditional way of converting, looping through the list items and doing the operations on each of the list element. But we can also use the stream operations, right? There is a stream method available on this list, right? List.stream. Okay, so there is a function available, map. Okay, what it takes, there is a map function available. It takes the functional interface. What functional interface will do? Okay, returns a stream consisting of the results of applying the given function to the elements of the string. So for each element it applies a certain function whatever we pass, okay, and returns the updated stream, okay, after applying that function to each and every element. So that we have to pass that function to this map function, to this map method. So this is the each element, right? So here we have to pass each element in this list. What is this list? This customer query document snapshot. So this is having all the document snapshots, right? So I'm taking that into the doc. Okay, for each element, right? I have to convert the each element into customer object. Okay, customer dot class. Okay, after converting, okay, after converting, I want to collect the updated customers into the customer list. So I have to collect that. So there is a collect. Okay, collect of collectors dot to list is there. Okay, collectors dot to list is there. The moment, I mean, this is what it happens for each element in this list of query document snapshot. The each element, this function will be executed. Okay, the document snapshot will be converted to customer class. Okay, now the customer, each customer object will be added to the customers list, basically will be captured collected into a list. So that list we have to send it to the client, right? So let me take this into a list. If you see this collect, right, collect will actually returning a stream. Okay, so yeah, collect, what is this collect? Yeah, collect will actually take in the collector functional interface, okay, and it returns type R. Okay, now we'll go there. Okay, we will accept it into the list of customer. Okay, customer list. Okay, what is the error here? We'll see it. Collectors cannot be resolved. Why collectors cannot be resolved? I have to import it. Yes. So each element in the document snapshot list is converted now into the customer list, and this customer list I want to return it to the client. Okay, I don't want to directly return the list directly. Okay, instead I want to create a new object, customer list response. This customer list response, I have to create a bean, and that list response will be having a property to accept that customer list. Okay, let me do that. Customer list response. Here private list of customer. Okay, just a list. List. Here let me generate the getter and setters to it, and it is just a bean, right? So I'll mention a component. Now let me go to service class. So this customer list response also I want it to be auto wired, right? Like customer create response. Okay, customer list response dot set list is there, right? So to that list I'm passing customer list. So this customer list I want to return as a response from this service. Okay, that's all. We are done with service. We are just getting all the documents and converting query document snapshot into customer list and assigning that customer list to the customer list response. So in the controller I have to write a method now. right? uh, Public customer list response is the return type. Get all customers is the method. It is not going to accept anything from the client, but it is just a get mapping. Okay, get mapping, just this one. Earlier we have written a post method slash customer slash. Now get method slash customer slash. Okay, now it will do customer service dot get customer list. That's it, and it has to return what are returned from the service, right? Now we'll see customer list response is not resolved. Okay, we have imported. This is unhandled exception. Let me throw it. Okay, that's all. We are done with controller. We are done with service. Okay, now let me restart the application. Okay, application is restarted. Earlier we have inserted 3 records into this collection, right? So these are the 3 records I want to see in response of this get request. Okay, I have to mention none. I have to give it get. Okay, this is a get request customer slash. I want to see all the 3 records now in the response. Let's see whether it gives it or not. We are waiting to get the data. Yep, if you see this, John Scott King. Okay, name, email, mobile, name, email, mobile. All the 3 records are coming as a list of objects as a JSON response. Okay, so this is one of the fetch operation which I wanted to show in this video. So let me take up another fetch operation. Okay, this fetch operation, it's not by fetching all records. Okay, I'll pass a name. Okay, so whatever documents or the records that are matching with that name, all those records I want to get as a response. Okay, suppose the name is, if I pass John, only the John record I want to get. If I pass King, only the King record I want to get in the response. So based on the search query, based on the input, I want to return the response instead of returning all the records. Okay, so for that, let me go again to the service class where we are dealing with all the Firebase operations. Okay, public, again the same customer list response only. How many objects are matching to the given set? All those objects I want to return. Guess customer list by set, by key, or some anything is fine. Okay, that key I have to mention here. Okay, here I have to again get the firestore initially. Okay, after I am getting the firestore, I have to get the collection. Okay, let me get the collection. Firestore dot collection. Collection is what? The table name, right? Customer is the collection name, and it gives me the future object, right? So collection is actually giving me the collection reference. Okay, now on this one, whatever the key the user is giving in, those key the search should be done on this collection based on the key. Okay, suppose if I pass King, right, the King should be used as a search key. So if you want to search for the records based on a string, right, based on any number, there are methods available in the collection reference. The collection reference is being returned from this collection, right? So there are methods available. We'll see this. where clause we have to mention. So where where the name contains this key, where the name contains this key, those methods we have to use. Okay, where, say for example, we have a method available greater than, where greater than or equal to. Okay, this is a method available on the collection reference. To this method we have to pass two arguments. One is the argument column name on which we want to search, and the value the for which we want to search on this column. Okay, so the column name is name. On the name column or the name field we want to search for the given key. Okay, whatever the customer has entered. Okay, again we are trying to search for the contains operation, right? So we have to search for the greater than or equals, greater than or equal and less than. Like in relational databases we have the like operator, right? Where if you search for the key, if at all the name is having that word in that name value, then the whole row will be given to you. Similarly, we don't have the like operator in the NoSQL database like in Firestore. Okay, so in order to achieve it, we have to use these methods. We have to use the greater than or equal to and the less than function, so that the given key will be searched between the each and every name. If each and every name is within the given key or not, that will be searched. Okay, so where uh, less than. Okay, earlier we have used greater than or equal to, right? Now we have to use the less than. So within this greater than and less than, if any key is matching, then that row will be, or the collection document will be returned. Okay, again name we have to use. Okay, here whatever the key the user has given as input. Okay, now this is all a single call. Okay, if you see this where less than, right, this is giving me the query. Okay, and if you call the get method, it gives me the API future reference query snapshot. Okay, that we have to capture into the response as a query snapshot. Okay, API future. Okay, so this has all the records that are matching for the given key. Okay, now if you search for this API future is having all the records, right? Once the operation is completed, we will wait for the operation to be completed. API future.get. Okay, next, once the operation is completed, we will call the get documents like earlier when we are extracting all documents, right? This documents get documents will be fetching only the documents that are matching with the given criteria, given where condition. Okay, get documents. Again, this will again be having only the query document snapshot, right? The moment we call the get documents on the API feature. So list I'll keep it. Okay, here some error is coming up. Let me throw that exception. Okay, now if you see that, again we have to convert this query document snapshot into the customer list, because I want to return the customer list response. So similarly what we have done earlier, right? Same thing, we can the map operation, converting each and every list of query document snapshot into the customer class and collecting that into the list. Okay, by using collectors. We have done it in the earlier operation, right? And we are sending the customer list response. That's all. Okay, now let's see whether it works or not. Okay, let me create a controller as well, method in the controller. Where is my controller? Yeah, this one. So here public, again this is also returning customer list response. but it has to accept get customer by name. Okay, and it has to accept the name from the query param, which is the request param annotation we have to use, right, to accept the query param string key. That's it. Okay, so whatever the name, whatever the value that is there in the key query parameter, that will be given and will be sent to customer service to invoke the fetch operation by using the where clause. Okay, get customer list by key. Okay, and I want to return it. Okay, again I have to throw the exception. Okay, that's all. Okay, so we are done with the second fetch operation as well. We'll see whether it works or not, how it works, whether it gives me the given credit matching records or not. We'll see it. Okay, so let me go to the client. Here what I'm doing, I have to give the query parameter name as key is equal to, I want to get only the names that are having king. Okay, now let's see what happens. See, it is showing customer. Okay, what is the method? Here I have to mention something, right? Some annotation, handler mapping, get mapping, slash, I'll mention it as search. Okay, slash search. Let me restart the application. Here slash search I have to use. Let me run it. It has triggered the request with the key as king. Let's see what response we are going to get. We are still waiting. Yeah, see this, here is a problem. Okay, even though we passed it, we are still not getting the response. Let me see whether the given key is getting passed to the firestore or not. Okay, let me add a sys out and let me print the key here. Let me restart the application. Okay, let me run it again. It is again going to hit. See this, whatever the data I have passed, right, that is being passed to the firestore, at least to till this class. So there is no problem with the request parameter, but still we are not getting the data from the firestore database. So for that, what we have to do is we have to mention the upper bound as well. Okay, because here the character by character comparison will be done. Okay, if you see this, this is the documentation from the firestore. There we are using start date and end date. Okay, even though they are using end date, okay, here basically they are searching for the character values that are starting with a b. Okay, so even though they are giving this one, because the character used in the query above is a very high code point in the Unicode range. Okay, so its code point is very high. Okay, mostly it is Z. It is the Unicode for character G. Okay, so we have to mention that character as a high code point. So till there it will be checking for each and every character that is there in the each and every name column or the name field in each and every document. Okay, so let us mention that as well in our less than operator. Okay, so along with key operator, along with key we have to mention slash z as well, g, character g as well. Okay, okay, the application is started. Now let me trigger the request. I'm searching for king now. It is still executing. See this, only the record that matches the king, right? That matches the name as king, only that is returned. Okay. Suppose what are the list of customers I have? Let John is there, Scott is there, King is there. Okay. Okay. Hmm. TT is there, JOHN. Yeah. Let me search for it. The character n. Okay, character n is present in the name of two customers, so ideally I should be getting two customers. Okay, let me just search for n. Okay, only the key, right? Yeah, key is equal to n. Let me see whether I'll get the two records or not. Here I'm not getting it. Okay, let me go there. Yeah, n is here. Let me give king now. King is coming. John John is also coming. Scott Scott is also coming. Let me search for only SCO. Yeah, see this. Even if I give partial, that also coming up. But if I give in between character like IM, it is not coming. So we have to give at least the starting character, then only it comes up. Okay. So if you have the multiple objects having the starting character same, like operator, right? It is not percentile string percentile. It is like string percentile when comparing with your relational database like operator. That is how it is working. Okay, whatever the where class we have written in our application, right? This where class is working like string percentile when it is compared with the relational database like operator. It is not percentile string percentile. It is just string percentile. Okay, whatever the character that was given, that is added, and it is searching for the wildcard character after that key. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next video we will meet with the final video of this spring boot firestore database integration, which is the uh, yeah, fetch. We have covered it in today's video, right? In the last video we will cover update and delete operations. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Tata.